Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Curseof and welcome back to another round of the top 8 for our $100 speed duel tournament. I am once again joined by Rook's table and we have a very interesting match today.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Happy to have you. But yeah, we actually have Lene playing Spellproof Armor and freesqui here playing another Pure Gravekeeper.
This is like a dream come true. You're saying there are no moths in this match.
I'm telling you that there is 0 moth in this match.
Spellproof Armor making it to top 8. Hey man, some people are just really good at this game. And it doesn't matter what they play.
And Lene actually
went turns out Miss Lene is one of them.
Yeah, Lene went with a 5-1 record throughout this tournament and did beat me in round 5, so wow. Goddamn.
I'm excited to see what kind of cards are in here because I dabbled with Spellproof, especially with Trials of the Kingdom stuff coming out, but nothing was like super consistent, so it'll be really interesting to see.
No, yeah, I think it's a very interesting deck. I've also looked at it a bit myself, but haven't had much success with it. But Lene obviously is here to show us that you can have success with it.
Let's get into it.
Let's see what happens here. This is them waiting for me to join, and here we go. So Lene does win the rock, paper, scissors. I'm curious, so if she'll opt to go first or second here.
For Spellproof? Yeah.
Does opt to go second. I feel like that's a fair assumption anyway, just in case your opponent is playing the Parasite.
For sure. Right, because these two don't know what each other's playing. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we see Weevil here, so we are thinking it's Cocoon, but if it's Pure Gravekeeper, then it's most likely Hidden Parasite with the Eradicating Aerosol.
Yeah. And here we go. All right. See what happens here. Definitely gotta... Come on, freesqui.
You're like,
there we
you're
go.
A whiz at these. Yeah, I was gonna say you're a whiz at these replays. I didn't even know there was a replay function on Dueling Book. I was just playing it live. But we saw an Ambusher Wonderwand tribute bolt for draw 2. Yeah. Really interesting that they decided to tribute the Ambusher. That's a solid beater. That's one of the strongest 4-stars out there besides like Gearfried, which is 18.
No,
but
yeah.
I guess we're just trying to get the right hand set up. And of course, we have a set card. Guess what that probably is? Rite of Spirit. So we got to play to get Oracle here. So now whatever Miss Lene's going to do, Spellproof Armor. Okay, so we are probably going to flip that skill right away.
Yes, we should see that immediately here in main phase 1. Oh, she's going to drop actually the Summoners out real quickly here first, grabbing any of her normal monsters. So we're going to see probably a Pendulum Machine come out of deck here, and we do indeed.
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Ambusher is a strong beater for a 4-star, but Spellproof Armor says you can get 5 and 6 out.
You do.
Without tributing. So
and here we
Pendulum
go.
1750.
There's that Spellproof Armor protecting all of her normal monsters from any spell effects here as well. We're going to see a immediate attack for 1750. If that was freesqui, I'd probably just let this go through. But
yeah, even if that was like Rite of Spirit, it's not worth, because we can Rite of Spirit on the end phase here and set up for Oracle minus 2000, 2000, and then try and beat that Pendulum Machine for 2000.
Exactly.
And, unless we're trying to play around the back row. But it looks like that back row isn't going to help him right now.
And it is the Rite of Spirit, you were correct.
It is.
So we do see that ambush.
And now we're going to see a tribute for Oracle. And do we have any sort of magic removal for the back row? Because that would set this up beautifully.
That would be absolutely phenomenal. Got a bit of a pause here.
Wondering if Lene has Barrel Dragon. That's what I ran in my Spellproof Armor deck. But there's the tribute for Oracle, so we're probably going to see 2000, 2000. So we're going to swing right into the Pendulum Machine for 2000. It's going to be so devastating unless that back row saves them. But even if that back row has to be something like a Windstorm.
We do see that Miss Lene did say she's thinking here, so we might see something come out.
Floodgate maybe.
Potentially.
Or even Ready.
Oh, no, she says okay. She's going to allow this to happen. No response here. We're going to see that Oracle obviously swing in.
Is this happening? Yes, yep. That is happening.
That's half of her life points gone and 1 Pendulum Machine gone. A really big issue with the Spellproof deck is that once they run out of monsters, or if they aren't in a commanding position right off the spot, it is hard for them to recuperate, as they only have normal summons available to them.
For sure, especially against something like Gravekeeper's Oracle, because Spellproof Armor protects them from spells, but not monster effects. And Oracle is really, really strong when it comes to that. So we're going to try and swing into Oracle, and I bet we're going to do a damage step kunai here.
Yes.
Which would put them at, yeah, there it is. Damage step kunai is going to put them at, what, 22?
Ah, no, the
50?
Metal Morph.
Oh,
Yes,
Metal
we
Morph.
do see Metal Morph frequently used in the Spellproof Armor deck here.
I like that because it's attacking and defense. But that puts it at, yeah, 2050. So really, we're going to do 50 solid life.
Yes, and it should gain half of the attack of Oracle as well because of Metal Morph's effect whenever the monster is attacking.
I forget about that secondary effect, yeah. So actually, this is going to be a lot more painful than I thought.
Yes, this should be 1,050 damage here on freesqui, and he's getting pretty low.
Getting pretty low, and now we're seeing, if we're looking at the board, you know, we got Metal Morph Pendulum Machine, which is going to stay 2050, and we got another back row set. And now freesqui trying to play defensive, but 2 back row is scary. I don't know what can potentially target the Pendulum Machine, but we'll have to see. Ooh,
if
man,
we do see
got an onslaught of monsters here.
Yeah, if we do see freesqui either running a Michizor or maybe a Maneater being set there or something along those lines. It is a recruiter here, so we are going to see a search.
But will that save him? Does the back row save him here from the 1750 that's about to hit his face? We have a recruiter, so that must be an Oracle in their hand, or they don't have Rite of Spirit set.
You see Rite of Spirit pop here to protect himself from this damage, and he comes back with the Oracle. I must say, I do think it was an interesting decision to swing in with a Pendulum Machine here first instead of Giant Mech Soldier, as there shouldn't be any monsters that freesqui is running that should be bigger than 1750.
You're right. And look at that. So freesqui did have the second Oracle in their hand. That's why they got their recruiter there. So now we're going to minus 2000, 2000 again. That puts Pendulum Machine to 50, and the Giant, the Metal Armor Bug to... Oh my gosh!
Order to Charge. A very common card used in this deck.
Yeah, because there's a lot of normal monsters in this deck.
Yes, and this is this deck's main out to Moth.
Oh, so smart. I think back to when I ran, I played Fitting Room for a while. Like, that makes sense. That works.
Yes, no. I actually never touched Fitting Room myself, but no, yeah, Order to Charge is a very fantastic card in this deck. Sadly, it does make you give up a monster to do so, but it is necessary for this deck.
I think I'm going to tech that in my... I still have my Spellproof Armor deck, though. I'm going to tech that. Sorry, Miss Lene. Thank you for being a pioneer of this format, and this deck in particular.
Another summoners are coming out, grabbing another copy of Pendulum Machine here. I believe this is the third Pendulum Machine we're seeing, as yes, one is engraved, so...
Yeah, it makes sense that we have 3. It's the strongest beater that you can get out without a tribute.
We're going to see Destiny pop here, and Rite of Spirit. Ooh.
Man, is that the third Rite of Spirit? Did we hit the lottery?
That is the third Rite of Spirit, yes.
Yeah.
He's been
very lucky from freesqui, so able to get that consistent onslaught of Oracles, because they got the other 2 Rite of Spirits got Oracle back out, so they were lucky that Oracle was in the grave the first time.
Yes, and we are going to see Miss Lene. This is a very interesting play. She must have...
Yeah. He's got something set up here with that back row. Either that or it's like a super hard flex. Like, come at me. Like a little bit of a bluff.
It is very interesting there. I feel like it almost would have been better to just try and swing into Oracle, even with that back row here, as Oracle can be a very big threat sitting on the field. Sure,
So I think there's... Okay, there's a recruiter out. Yeah, so now we have this is a weird field. What's the defense on? Oh, 2,000 on Pendulum Machine's defense.
So Oracle can't get over this, but even so. Oh, we're going to see the Wonder Wand play happen again.
And attribute to draw 2, that's good. And I think, did I see there's an Oracle in the grave right now, right?
Yes,
so
there is an Oracle in the grave, as Oracle was tributed.
I can't imagine that freesqui runs 3 Oracle. So I'm interested to see what their end game is here, because obviously what makes Oracle, or what makes the Gravekeeper deck work is you tribute for Oracle.
Yes.
So I wonder what they're kind of drawn to. Maybe they have cards that boost attack, so they can just kind of keep that power if they encounter something like a metal.
If that set card is a Rite of Spirit too, if we can hit a copy of Eradicating here, we will be able to just wipe the field and potentially go for game. We are just going to see freesqui attack into the defense position one. Has he buffed this?
Ooh, that's going to go through, and Metal Morph's off the field. And now we're seeing a significant board shift to freesqui, because he has a full back row and 2,000 Oracle, which is going to beat over Pendulum. But let's see what the back rows are.
It's a very interesting situation for Lene here. Not the best situation at all, with only one pendulum machine left, period. And we are going to see a Dust Tornado, most likely hitting that card that was just set, never giving it a chance to react. A kunai with chain, that is a big hit.
That would have been really, really good. At first I was wondering if she was setting it as a bluff.
And we see Jar of Avarice come up here.
Card I need. Oh yeah, so there's 5 more cards to the deck. Shuffle the deck and draw one.
Yes.
Jar of Avarice in the deck is really good. Actually, what card, how many cards is this deck? This Free Squeeze, is it 20?
Free Squeeze is a 25 card deck.
25. Okay, so that makes sense. We see Jar of Avarice.
Yes, I think the smallest deck we're actually seeing in the top 8 is a 23 card deck.
Interesting. Okay. That tells me something. Full back row. Wow, that's
Stall is so prevalent, man. And that back row does not have a response here. Okay. Miss Lene's really in top deck mode here. And kind of like your Toon deck, Pendulum or Spellproof Armor is not the best here at top decking.
For sure, but hey, Blast Sphere is a machine.
It is a machine, and I do believe she does run Blast Sphere.
I would main deck Blast Sphere, so let's see what this is. Are we gonna get, because he's only at,
and there is the Blast Sphere.
Free Squeeze at 1200, so oh my gosh, if he doesn't have magic removal for this, this is the sickest win yet.
No, he actually did recently shuffle in a... Oh, the Rite of Spirit, though. He does have an Oracle Engrave.
And he's going to swing for 2,000 because it's still the battle phase, and this is going to be it unless that back row can actually protect her. But based on the attacks that she's been taking, I don't think it's going to happen.
No. And yes, we do see Lene just admit defeat. That's game 1 going to freesqui here. But that was a very, very good game 1, I must say.
Oh, so good, yeah.
It's very nice to see 2 unique decks coming into this top 8.
Yeah, and both of them are scrappy as hell.
Yes, and both these players did see success in these decks throughout the rounds of Swiss. They didn't just pick this up for the top 8.
Oh yeah, could you imagine? You played all the way through with Moth and you pick a meme deck? No, these decks are here to play.
Oh yeah.
Now we're siding. I can't even imagine what Miss Lene's trying to side here. Probably we're going to see Ready for Intercepting with the spellcasters that freesqui has. She'll probably... anything that she had to combat Moth, she's probably getting rid of. But I don't think I saw anything specific. Actually, we don't know what that back row was. It could have been anything.
It could have been, yes. And we'll probably see a Blast held by a Tribute here maybe as well. Or also to side against the stall matchup, as we did see that freesqui is main decking a copy of Jar.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Jar is just a good card to run in Spellproof as a whole, as, well, if it does run out of its resources being its normal monsters, it basically just loses at that point. So we do have a lot of thinking going on for Miss Lene here. We're going to go ahead and click this next play here and get this match rolling.
All right, Lene's opting to go second again.
Yes, makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Spellproof is like working for her, but not work for her. It'll always work for a machine deck because of the tribute cost down.
Yes.
But I don't know. There's no spells that are targeting her. No spells that are targeting her machines right now, except for, well, actually, wait, shoot. I need to remember if Spellproof Armor is target or just unaffected by spell effects, because if that's true, then Eradicating Aerosol doesn't affect. Oh, but no, it turns them to insects, so it's,
yes, so it will still affect them, alas, but I do believe it does just stop spell effects as a whole, as I could be wrong, and we do not see your flip.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
There's no monsters here, so...
Wow, this is a exciting.
And here comes the Gravekeeper's Curse.
You're so right. We were just commentating the last match, and you said, like, hey man, turns out Curse is viable now. I was like, why is this guy running Curse in this Gravekeeper deck? Yeah. But turns out 500 attack is all you need sometimes, and it's a viable tribute into Oracle. So shoot, all right, and we got a mighty
Rite of Spirit. We're going in for damage.
For sure, yeah, no way. 3 back row and we're not going to deflect. I mean, it's only 1200. Like, you can take this and deal with it, but wow, that is a lot of damage she got in the very beginning.
It is. Hopefully Lene here picks up a monster, and she does. We do get the giant mech soldier here. That's very nice for her to see.
So this can clearly beat over both things. She'll probably swing into Curse because she doesn't want the Gravekeeper search, and obviously it's going to be more battle damage. But let's see if there's a response here.
Thinking. He has let the curse hit the graveyard. I think that's a fair play. I don't see any reason to save that card.
Yeah, it's true. And you can Rite of Spirit it back and just ping him for 500.
Exactly. It's definitely a card you'd rather see in the graveyard overall. But hopefully Lene has some good backer there. She does have 3 set. I hope they're not all bluffs.
Yeah, I hope not. No, nobody in their right mind would set 3 bluffs because you need that one slot. I could see 2 bluffs.
Yes. And we do see the tribute summon coming off here. Hopefully Lene has one of those, has a blast held by a tribute back there. That'd be phenomenal right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be really good. This is where it counts. All right, where are your kunais? Where are your blasts?
We see freesqui doing a search, grabbing a copy of Recruiter off Recruiter. And here comes the battle phase. He's going to swing in with Oracle. Do we see a blast come out, or any defensive trap for that matter?
We have something in Collector's Attack.
Kunai with Chain. There we go.
Applying both effects most likely, switching Oracle to defense mode.
She does opt for only 1, and I do think that's fair in this situation since Giant Mech Soldier does have 0 attack at the moment. Just having Kunai eat up a slot is probably not worth it.
Oh, yep, you are absolutely right. Yeah, it'd be a 500 attack monster. That's really not that helpful.
No.
I wonder if she runs, so she's got to run something that tributes, right? Because then she can get that thing off the field.
Well, if you do actually read Spellproof here, it is an optional effect to not use the tribute summon, so you can actually still tribute for your level 6 monsters here.
That's interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
But she's got, we got Rite of Spirit into Recruiter here, still in the battle phase. So we're going to try and take this soldier out, and that's going to be 1200 because we didn't apply kunai to it. So do we have another response? Yeah, I don't know. Leaving, like, ditching the kunai, I get it because you want that slot open, but you got to be careful of stuff like this.
Most definitely. We do see a windstorm come out here. Wow.
This is where it counts, man. I'm telling you, this is where all the big plays are saved to the end once we're up against the wall.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have actually popped the windstorm there personally. I feel like, I guess if she doesn't have any other monsters, maybe that's the best play you can make. But she does seem to pick up a monster off the top of her deck here, as we know she didn't play anything in her first turn, so she is just top decking monsters.
Yeah, it's interesting that she used kunai first, then windstorm. And also that set card, if that's an Oracle, we're going to pop that, and that's the Blast Sphere, and that's devastating. No, because that's going to go to the grave, definitely invoking the second effect of Oracle here, and is that a Blast Sphere? If so, that's so much damage lost.
We're only going to see most likely a Blast Sphere or a, and he does run the triple Oracle in the deck.
Wow, that is strong. That is a lot.
It is the Blast Sphere, yeah.
Sucks, and that's a 0 defense soldier, so that's, I mean, obviously it's going away anyway. And now we're gonna, looks like we're gonna swing for game here, but if there's one thing this Lene hasn't shown us, it's that she's got the cards to deflect those attacks at the end, so we'll see.
And she says GG, that is it. She definitely, I feel like, should have saved that windstorm for the following turn, as taking the 1200 was still a viable option.
It's true, it would have kept her alive. I could understand why she was a little scared there, though, for sure. Wow, that was a good one.
That was a very, very interesting one, seeing 2 very unique decks, a Pure Gravekeeper and a Spellproof Armor.
It's good to know that Pure Gravekeeper is still pretty good here in this meta, because that's a deck that, I mean, a lot of people can pick up easily. Obviously, you know, there's not a lot of, there's not a ton of nuance. You really just have to know what Gravekeeper's Oracle does, so it just kind of inspires hope to some people that still want to try and not play Moth, but be good at the game, so that's great to see.
Yes, most definitely, and we actually do see that Order to Charge and Jar was Lene's face-down cards here, and a Ready for Intercepting by freesqui.
All right.
But yes, that was a fantastic match. We actually haven't seen either of the Gravekeeper players use their skill yet, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's odd. I wonder how many, like, I'd like to see their hand. Is there any Eradicating Aerosol in there? I don't know. Maybe it was just bad draws.
Yeah, no Aerosol.
That's cool. A lot of Wonder Wands. Why are these decks running so many Wonder Wands? This is all, like, I built a burn deck a while ago, way in the beginning, and it was basically just Recruiters, Curses, and Wonder Wands. And when the time came to build my Oracle deck, I didn't actually have Curses and Wonder Wands, but there's a lot of that going on. So
there is, yes.
I mean, what is that, three Wonder Wands? I guess the card draw is really, really valuable, especially if you're running 3 Oracle, you get it. But yeah, it was a great match.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This was a very fantastic match and a fantastic job from both players. But that is going to wrap up this video here, so thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another top 8 match. Peace out.